What's up, everybody? Here's what I got a project I'm going to work on now. I have an outdoor like a water barrel for plants, in case it gets too dry and you don't want to get the hose out and you just get a scoop of. There's not going to be a faucet or anything on it. It's just going to be a scoop for water, but I want to keep mosquitoes out of it and bugs and everything else from laying eggs in there. So I made one, but the side it just cracked. It cracked, and what I did was I cut around here. And I got a screen and I put some silicone around there, and it popped right on the lid. And I would take it off, get a scoop of whatever water I need for the bird bath or the plants and stuff. But it's too flimsy, and I want to make a different one. So I got my heat gun. I got a 3/4 inch PVC coupling. I bought this, I don't know how many years ago. It was 29 cents. And what I want to do is, well, I got to figure it out. I have to cut these knobs off. These actually lock on. I don't know. I'm going to put, this is going to be tricky. This lid is kind of funny. I'm going to have to cut these off here and cut these like down so it's flush, and then cut in so far all the way around here to cut out a circle. And then I'm going to get my PVC and I'm going to heat it up with the heat gun, and I'm going to bend it, and it goes all the way around here. Do it outside because PVC puts off toxic fumes when you heat it up. So I'm going to have to cut these off. I'll probably use my Dremel. It'll make a cleaner cut, and just cut those off and make it nice and flat. So because if I do it in here, there's a gap right here. I want to make it as flat as I can. So I'm going to probably put it right up against the edge, and then we'll go from there. Let's cut this off and figure something out. What I'm using is like a metal cutting disc. I'm cutting the tabs off. And then I'll go down the side. Oh, you can't see it very well, but you get the idea. So what I'm doing, I'm heating it up, and I'll just let it sit in here. I'll put it in here where I need it, and I'll just let it cool. It'll take a little while, but it is what it is, And I'll just keep going down, heating up section after section, and put it in and let it cool until I get out of this part. Then I'll put that fitting in there and then push it together. I'll put it in here until it cools off just a little bit so it holds the shape. And then I'll just go down and do another section. And as you're heating it up, you'll see it starting to sag a little, and that's when you can just put it in there and hold it. So far it's working pretty good. Just let it cool. And it's there. If you need to go back and do it like heat up like right here, it's too straight, you can always do that. Heat it up and just hold it. Alright, now that I got it pretty much where I want to get it, I'm going to cut it off. Cut it off right about here. If you cut off too much, then you're screwed. If you cut off more, you can always trim it back. So there you go. And we can put this fitting right in here. I'm not going to glue it because it doesn't need it. All right. Now I need to heat it up a little so it forms down this way a little bit, and I'll just make it flat. That's all. See how that's like that? Well, this garage floor isn't exactly flat, but I'll heat it up and I'll put it on a piece of plywood that's flat, or something that's flatter. All right, I took it someplace more flat on my back porch, and I just heated it up and I just pushed it flat, so now it's flat. Anyways, I got these. The screws are stainless, and I had these little washers from another project that I did, And you make sure they're stainless, that they're not, because they'll rust and they'll go through, but they won't go through the other side. It'll be nice and tight. So there we go. Now we'll put this in here. And uh-oh. Okay, it fits. Yeah. And then I'll screw them from the top. And that's why I put a washer on there, so it won't pull through as easy. So let's get this figured out, and we'll screw them down through there and then into this. So it takes a star bit. I love these kind of bits because they, you know, they don't strip as easy. So let's do that now. All right, where's my screwdriver? Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, here we are. Now the next thing I have to do, I have to take this apart, and I got some screen. This is 36 by 84, so I can do a lot with this. So let's take these out, and I will show you the next step when I get it all ready. All right, folks, here we are again. You want to mark it. I did this right here. So when you take it off, you know it goes in the right thing, so the holes line up where you put the screws in. So now I'm going to take the back off. I did it with a couple of them. And I'm going to make a mark around the entire darn thing. So you know this thing isn't, there it goes. This is an oil pen. You can see it makes a line really bright. I think it's an oil pen. Sharpie makes it. It's a paint, white, oil-based. So if you want to get one of those, check one of those out. I use those on bottles. When I cut the top off a bottle with my Dremel, and I can see the line where I'm cutting. But anyways, this is what we're using here. I'm going to take this off, and I'll be right back with you when I get them all off here. And we'll be right back. All right, what I went and did, I got my knife and I put a new blade in. Why not? And now I'm going to go around and cut. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just, you know, it's for a rain barrel. It's not going in the Smithsonian. So, and don't cut yourself, because if you cut inside of here, you're going to bleed out before you even get up the stairs or you get to the hospital. You'll be dead. So watch, be careful with this stuff. Like me, one time I cut my leg off. Anyways, I don't like, sometimes these blades, you know, they go dull. Yeah, naturally, but there you go. And I have a sharpening stones, like different grits, and I will sharpen these blades by hand, and they last longer than what the factory came in. Go figure. Anyways, okay, that's done. Now what I want to do, open this up. I don't know what this costs. I don't know, it's probably like $4 or $5. And could just rip it. You know, I keep track of everything I bought for this house in a list. Anything from lights to plumbing parts to pieces to light switches to paint. And I did paint this a different color from the original. When I painted it tan, it was a satin or something. It was a flat or something, and it was dirty and it's hard to sweep and hard to mop. I want the lesson learned. I went with a semi-gloss, and yes, I repainted the whole damn floor. That's a pain, but you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Come on. It's like taking a condom off. All right. Damn it. Okay, roll it backwards. I might do a video for you people on how to fix a screen in a window. How easy is it? You'll be surprised. But, anyways, I might not want that on there. Anyways, okay. What we could do here is Now you have to cut it bigger than what you want because you want it to go into here. So I could draw a circle around there, and then draw another circle, and then it'll be big enough. You don't want it too big where it goes up, but it doesn't really matter. So I get my pen again and just go around. There you go. Now you want to go around just a little bit more so you know where to cut. You want it to be underneath that pipe. So make sure it's round enough. If you go too less, you have to cut a new piece. But if you go too much, you can cut that off. Don't have to cut another piece. Anyway, you can still use these. You can use scissors. I'm going to go get some scissors, and I'll be right back, and we'll cut it out, and we'll install it. Oh. All right, I'm back. Let's cut this off. There we go. Now I can work with it. Now I can work with it. Just go around. You can cut it slightly bigger. It's going to be hidden anyways. So don't worry about it being perfect. Nobody's going to see it. I must have 3 pairs of scissors up there. Okay, there we go. Get this out of here. Kablam! Get it out of here. Now, bring this over here. You got the curl going that way. No, it goes this way. Now, make sure you got it. I don't know which way I had it when I traced it, but it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Maybe I did have a little bit different. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Now that's good. That's where we want it to be. Now, what I need now is some caulking, and let's get on with that. All right, here's where it gets messy. This is advanced silicone, 100% waterproof, freeze and sunproof. 40 more reliable. Anyway, it's good stuff. Anyways, 100% silicone. So what I'm going to do is just put a bead around there to keep the bugs out. I might not have enough in this tube to do this. You're going to push it down in anyways, so it makes contact with the trash can lid itself. Put a nice thick bead on there. Don't be afraid to use a lot. There we go. I got enough. How about that one time? And come on, stop. Yeah, wipe it on there. Stop. Okay, let's put that out of the way. Now what I want to do is use my finger and touch it down in there so it adheres. It makes contact with the yeah, you get this stuff just gets everywhere, man. It's crazy. Now the reason I use this instead of just putting the pipe on there is because the bugs, the mosquitoes will get through the gap between the pipe and the screen. So this makes a barrier so they can't squeeze in between it. Just make sure you got it all nice and pressed down in there. Alright, now, no, don't do that. You stick your finger in your ear and go ting-a-ling-a-loop. No, okay, this is garbage. Now, line up my marks that I made. And where's this? There they are on this side. And that's where the screw holes are. And you're going to turn it over. And you can even put some more caulking around there if you wanted, which I might do. Yeah, I might do that. So let's see if we can find the first hole. It should line up. Should. I see it. Oh, I gotta. Nope, wrong way. I can't find it. Did I get it? I need to get it, man. Come on, man. There we go. I can see it. Okay. There we go. Alright, one. I got 8 of these to do. Alright, there you go. Done. I'm going to let this dry, and we'll take it outside and see what we got. Alright, now that it's all dried and ready to be installed, there it is, put it on top. Every once in a while you might want to clean it out because it'll get some algae in there. I don't know if you could put some stuff in there that it'll kill the algae. I'm sure you can, but this will get algae on it, so you got to clean this off a little bit. But it's not going to hurt anything, but it's going to keep the mosquitoes out. And then you got some water for your, instead of getting the hose, you got some water for your plants or whatever out there. You know, like I use it for the bird bath, it keeps the birds. So let's take it up and I installed, well, I had the one there, I have a downspout, and I cut it off and I put an elbow so it drains into this. So it keeps all the leaves and all the crap out of it too. So let's go up there and put it in, let's go install it. There we are. It's a little low. So what I have to do, I'll do this later. I'll take the screws out of the front and back, I'll cut it off, and I'll put it a little higher so it drains into that. So that's all you do, is just put it right there, and then it'll fill up and use it when you need it. I keep that in there and just scoop it up out of there. There you go. Thanks for watching.